Life after death. We do not die but pass into another world, into a new life.
I invite you to expand your understanding of birth and death, and in this case, about death and subsequent birth, about the transition of the great borders, about the stay of the soul in the subtle world, the spirit in the fiery world, about the need and necessity of the next incarnation. Birth. There are many stories about the life of different people from birth to death. But there is a legend about the path of a person from death to birth. The traveler himself told it. Let's get to know the other side, or wrong side, of the world. Let's understand what a person is. I'm leaving the world of dense. So, I left my physical body forever. Although I went out of it every day for a few hours, I always returned. This was called sleep. And this time I threw it off completely, like a worn-out dress, so as not to wear it again. For the term of my departure from the solid world has come. This term was set by the lords of karma at my birth. The duration of life in the dense world is determined for each person. The dense body I left behind served me as a guide for life in the dense world. It was an instrument for action in him, nothing more. Having discarded it, I thereby lost the opportunity to live in this world, and it ceased to exist for me. True, I have not completely left the solid world yet, having discarded only the dense part of the physical body, consisting of solid, liquid and gaseous particles, what was then called the cold corpse. I took with me the whole life of this body, heat, electricity and other energies, what is in the East called the etheric body. Having only this ethereal body as my outer shell, I became invisible to those in the solid world, with a strong desire. I could take on the appearance of a ghost, and appear to my loved ones in the form of an ordinary figure. But I did not do this, for those who saw me might be frightened. Moreover, at the moment of leaving the dense body, I was very busy. I experienced my life again. In those short seconds, the panorama of my entire life passed before me. Out of all the forgotten nooks and crannies, picture after picture emerged, one event after another. In my hour of death, the predominant meaning of all life was revealed. Its guiding thought became clear. I saw myself for who I really am. Solemn was the moment when I stood face to face with my life. It was good that everyone gathered at my deathbed kept themselves quiet and reverent. They were conscious of themselves in the solemn presence of death, and were solemnly silent. Nothing distracted me from the review of the expired life flashing before my inner gaze. No one disturbed the calm flow of thought. Those who, with their personal afflictions, break into the silence so necessary for the departing, act selfishly and rudely. Loud crying and noisy lamentations can disturb the dying person and disrupt focused attention. It is unacceptable to call into the earthly spheres when the spirit has already broken away. Approximately 36 hours after death, I also left the etheric body. which for some time hovered over the grave of the dense body. An abandoned etheric body can sometimes be seen as a ghost by sensitive people in a graveyard. After a few weeks, it disintegrates and dissipates in the air. To be continued.
See also other interesting videos about life after death on our channel.